Hello everyone, welcome back. I wanted to show you this quick tutorial on a 3.5 by 3.5 box. Now this 3.5 box is holding my 3 by 3 little cards that I'm making out of my scraps. Now let me explain why I'm making these, besides the fact that I have 100 million pieces of scraps. My baby, as you know, or you may or may not know, is going to be a senior in high school, and she is selling these. She's doing a school fundraiser for her class, and for every box of Krispy Kreme donuts that she sells, $6.50 go toward her class dues, which helps pay the expense of her cap and gown, her prom tickets, and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm excited about it because, as you know, we're new to the area. And she went door to door and asked the neighbors if they, would support her. And oh my goodness, I'm telling you, the neighbors are awesome. Our neighbors almost on our entire block, all of them bought 1 or 2 dozen of donuts. So the donuts are coming next week. So I thought, as a thank you, that I would make, cute little 3 by 3 cards and put them on each box for each neighbor and fill them out and tell them thank you for supporting us and all that good stuff. So I'm really excited because not only did I make them for all of them, I mean I made a ton of them. I have so much scraps that I decided that I was going to start sending some out as a rack. I actually am doing a swap with a good friend of mine, my BFF from the VI. And so I thought about it and I was like, well, I didn't want to just slap them in a bag. So I thought, I'll send them in a box. So here's the box. Now, I do have the 1, 2, 3 punch board that has this box in it. I could cut it out through the punch board and the bow and the envelopes. But I was like, not everybody has a punch board. Not everybody has a scoreboard. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm using my scoreboard, but you can do this with a ruler and a pen. You can do this or a pencil. You can do this with a ruler and a scoring tool if you have it. You can do this and a pair of scissors and you can make this box. So don't feel like you can't do it because you don't have a scoreboard or you don't have a punch board. Because I wanted to show you that you can do it now. I had to do trial and error, had to, tweak this a little bit. Now, I've seen several videos on YouTube about this little box. And I watched several of them and I found that not all of them worked for me. So I had to, tweak it to my satisfaction. So this little box here is cute. I love it. And it's going to look just like this one. But the only thing is the seam is on the front. And it was driving me crazy because I was like, the seam should be in the back. So I had to figure it out, tweak it a little bit to find out how to put this seam back here where it belongs. Back here where it belongs and put this seam in the back and have this going forward. So we're going to go and I'm going to show you how to make this cute little box. This is what it looked like on the inside. Of course, I got my stamp of approval on the bottom. So we're going to make this real quick. It's really simple and easy and fun. And what I did was I went into my stash of stickers that have been sitting there forever. And I'm getting rid of my stickers. So as you can see, these are cute little 3-dimensional stickers that you can make yourself. You can either punch them out or cut them out yourself and just layer them and give them a dimension. Put some pop dots on them bad boys and keep it moving. So I just want to show you how you can make this. Okay? All right, let's get started. And the first thing you're going to start out with an 11 by 7.5 inch cardstock. You can use cardstock, you can use whatever you need or how sturdy you want your box. I found that some of the double-sided paper is pretty thick, that you could use that, and that way you don't have to decorate the front like I did. But anyway, let's go. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to score at 3.5. I always double score mine. Then you're going to come over to 5.25 and score it there. Then you're going to come all the way down to 8.75. And then you're going to score the last one at 10.5. Okay, and we're going to turn it around. And then we're going to score it Can you see my score? I hope you can see it. I'm not looking at the camera, so hopefully you're there. If not, I'll do it over. You're going to score it again at 1 3/4. And then you're going to slide on over and 5 1/4. And then at 7. And you should have something that looks a little like this. I'm not sure if you can see the score marks. Now we're gonna do some cutting, but I always, in the tutorials, the ladies that showed us to varnish your edges and all. I don't do that. I wait until afterwards. But because I'm recording this right now, you'll probably see them better if I fold them. So I'm gonna, go on your fold lines and fold everything up. I'm gonna do that real quick. I'm sorry if I'm shaking. My camera is connected to the table, so I'm gonna try my best not to give you a headache. And score these varnish them real quick. I actually am not doing it real, with my tool. I'm just doing it with my hands, just so you can see where it is. You know me, I'm gonna end up using this anyway, because I throw nothing in the trash. Okay. So you should have something that looks like this, and hopefully you can see it a lot better. All right, so let's start cutting, because it's really simple and easy. Now, if you don't have a scoring tool, all you would do is just measure across and mark, and then draw, and then cut with a pencil. If you don't have a scoreboard, you do not need a scoreboard or a punch board for this. I know I said that before. I just wanted to show you that you could. Now, if you want me to do another one like this, just let me know, and I'll pull the ruler out and do it the old-fashioned way. Because sometimes the old-fashioned way is better. Okay, so you can see there's a score mark going across here. See it? Okay, so there's score marks here. We're going to cut from here all the way to this score. And then we're going to cut here to this score mark. Then we're going to cut here to this score mark. And then here on the end, we're going to cut to here this score mark, and then we're going to cut this little piece off. Oops. Don't do what I just did and cut too much. Sometimes I cut too much or not enough. So you're going to get a little piece like this. Don't throw this in the trash. I turn these into little flags. Yes, I do. Okay, now, we're going to do, now you have something that looks like this. Let me put it down so you can see. And you have something that has these little flaps like this, and then this part's off. Okay, now we're going to turn it over, and as you can see, there's a score mark going across here. We're going to cut right here, and then we're going to turn around, and we're going to cut this little part like we did on the other end. See? And it fell right off. Don't throw it in the trash. You make that a flag. All right, now, here, we're going to cut this little part. As you can see, we have a score going across. Well, we're going to cut this. I'm going to cut this little piece off. And you'll see why once we start folding it up. This is one of your little flaps. So we're going to cut that off. It's going to look like this. Now, you have a score mark here, going across, score mark here, score mark here, score mark here, and score mark going across. Okay, now, we're gonna score it here. Cut here, I'm sorry. We're going to cut on this score mark here. Okay, now you have these little things here. I'm going to cut here on this score mark. But the difference, we're going to cut this part out. This one's coming off. See it? The big one? So we're going to turn it around here, and we're going to cut this out. You can use your trimmer if you can't cut straight or whatever. That's fine. I ain't got time for all that. So you end up with this piece. Stick it to the side, and that's that. Okay, now as you can see, we still got this part here. Now this one here, gotta cut this part off because this is your other flap. Okay, now we're done cutting. Stick my little scissors down. Love my little scissors. So you should have something that looks like this. It should look like this. And have your little flaps. Okay, so the first thing I do I get my tape. You can use whatever adhesive you like, whatever works with you. I like my little tape, my little score tape, and I varnish it and I pull it off like that. Then I just fold it down like this, flat. Then I bring this across and just so it flattens out. So that gets my seam in the back. See it? See my box? It's starting to come forth. Turn it around here so you can see it and how it works. See? And then now what I do here, I stamp the bottom, as you guys know, with my stamp of approval. I put my stamp down first, and then I start gluing. I put tape on the bottoms. You can do it how you want. I always put tape here and tape here, and then I close the one that doesn't have the seal on it. And then I put tape on top of that, and then I'll close the one that has the score on it. And that way it's sealed. And this is how it looks. And then the top here, I take my edge punch, my rounder, and I round the edges, the corner. See? Just takes a little bit off. That way it looks like a cute little, it's rounded on the edges. And then I just put my thing down so you can see. So I just do that. Now, get in there. Oh, you know I didn't cut my edges off, that's why. Okay, now you saw how I was struggling getting this end in. I'm going to tell you why. Because here, these flaps need to be cut down a teeny bit. You just cut a little triangle off like that. Like that. You can do that during the cutting process, is what I usually do, but I forgot to tell you. So this is a good thing so that we learn. So we take that part off too. Oh, it fell off. And then it should close a lot better because now they're not in the way. Ta-da! Ta-da! So now you have your box. Looks like this. And then you can decorate it. Now, I'm going to tell you. Now, that's it. This is the box. It measures 3.5 by 3.5. 3.5 by 1 3/4. So, and 3.5 by 1 3/4 here. So, as you can see, I went box crazy. And I did a ton of them. Do you hear me? Boxing, boxing, boxing. Look at all my boxes, y'all. So, anyway, these are the boxes that I made. Now, if you wanted to do it just like this one with the thing on the outside, I just took my 1-inch round punch and just cut this little piece out so you can go like this to open it. Or you can leave it plain, however you want to do it. If you want to decorate the outside of the box, I'm sorry, I'm shaking. If you want to decorate the outside of the box, the white piece of cardstock on the outside, the white paper on the outside, that is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then the printed orange and white, that is 3 by 3. And the back is the same. Maybe I should have just showed you that part so you can see the house all in the way. But this is 3.5 by 3. 3 by 3, and this is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 the white. And then if you want to do the sides, because I plan on doing the sides myself, you want to do the sides, you can cut it 3 1/4 by 1 1/2. And that'll get you the same layered look on both sides. And you can do it on the top as well. And then that's what you end up getting, your little box. So, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the description box below. But I'm going to have me a big old ball making me all these cute little happy 3 by 3 cards for to put in my little box. So if you have any questions, please put them in the description box below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, thanks for watching. Be blessed.